How's it going, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to talk about our 3 raid bosses for the first half of June, and that is the Regi Trio. So in this video, we are going to share with you the best ways to approach taking on these Regis in 5-star legendary raids while they are here through June 17th. Let's do it! Alright, so we are going to go ahead and get right into this. Just in case you aren't aware, all 3 of these Regis, Regice, Regirock, and Registeel are currently available in Pokemon Go in 5-star raids through June 17th. So you can see any of these 3 in normal times out in 5-star raids. Now, specifically for raid hours, each Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time, we're going to switch through each individual Regi for the next 3 Wednesdays. So the first one is taking place tonight, Wednesday, June 2nd from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time, and that is going to be Regirock. So as you probably know, Regirock is a rock type Pokemon. Name checks out. So this means Regirock is going to have quite a few weaknesses. This includes steel, water, fighting, ground and grass type Pokemon and movesets. Now, Regirock is available in shiny form, so you can look out for that in raids, and if you're going after the Hundo, you will want to look out for 1784 in non-boosted conditions or 2230 in partly cloudy weather. So now to start, your best attackers against Regirock are going to be Pokemon like Metagross, Machamp, Kyogre, Dialga, and Swampert. Additionally, if you have the Mega Energy available, you're going to want to use a Mega Blastoise or a Mega Venusaur. And on Blastoise, you're going to want the attacks Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, while on Mega Venusaur, you're going to want Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant. Now, getting down into the normal non-Mega Pokemon, in addition to the ones we already said earlier, like Metagross, which you're going to want Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. Now, as we said earlier, and in addition to what we said earlier, you can use ground type Pokemon like Landorus, Garchomp, Groudon, with moves like Mudshot, Earthquake, Earth Power if you have it. If you want to go the fighting type route, you can use Pokemon like Conkeldurr or Lucario, with Counter as your fast move and then Dynamic Punch or Aura Sphere as your charged attack. And also consider water type Pokemon like Swampert or Kyogre, with Swampert having Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, and Kyogre having Waterfall and Hydro Pump. Now, additionally, as long as you follow those typings of Pokemon that are strong against Regirock, the rock type Pokemon, you should be good. Make sure going into it that you do check the moves that your Pokemon have first. And to make it even easier, something you always want to take into account is that if you do have an exclusive move on a Pokemon that is going to be strong against the type you're battling, those are always good choices too. So there's no one perfect formula as long as you follow the move typings. Next up, we're going to cover Registeel. So Registeel, like I said, is currently available in 5-star raids in normal time, and its raid hour is going to be the second Wednesday of the month, which is June 9th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time. So, as you know, Registeel is a steel type Pokemon. Name also checks out. So Registeel is going to be weakest to fire type Pokemon and attacks, but it will also be weak to fighting and ground type as an alternative. For the Hundo Registeel, you'll want to look out for 1398 CP in non-boosted conditions and 1748 in snowy conditions. Looking at you, Southern Hemisphere. I don't know if it's snowy or not yet down there, but unfortunately I think that the snowy conditions for this Pokemon are probably going to be pretty rare globally. So now, because of its fire type weakness, this Pokemon is going to be extremely weak to both of our Mega Charizards. So the number 1 attacker you're going to want is Mega Charizard Y with Fire Spin and Blast Burn, or Mega Charizard X with the same moves. If you are unable to have a Mega Charizard, Chandelure is going to be a really great attacker. Now again, Chandelure is Ghost and Fire type, so make sure that the Chandelure you're using has Fire type attacks. Your best ones being Fire Spin and Overheat. You can also use a Reshiram with the moves Fire Fang and Overheat as well. Now, in addition to those, we have a ton of fire type attackers that are going to work very well against Registeel. This includes Moltres, fire type Darmanitan, Entei, and even Blaziken or a regular non-Mega Charizard. So the fast type attacks you're going to want to look out for on your Pokemon are going to be moves like Fire Fang and Fire Spin, and charged attacks like Overheat or Blast Burn. or Flamethrower if you have a Pokemon that can get Flamethrower. Now, like we said, ground and fighting type attackers are also going to be decent Pokemon to attack Registeel. So of course, again, this includes Pokemon like Lucario, Conkeldurr for your fighting types. You'll want moves like Counter and Aura Sphere on Lucario, or Counter and Dynamic Punch on Conkeldurr, or ground type attackers like Groudon or Garchomp, just like our previous Regi, with moves like Mudshot and Earthquake. And finally, the third Regi that we're going to be covering in this video is going to be Regice. So Regice is going to have its raid hour on Wednesday, June 16th, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time, and otherwise it will be appearing regularly in 5-star raids. You just gotta look for it. So now, because this Pokemon is an ice type Pokemon, just like Registeel, it's going to be pretty weak to fire type. So if you have a strong fire type, you want to make sure those go into battle. However, a little bit more flexibility with Regice. It's also weak to fighting, rock, and steel type moves. So as you can see, this trio has a pretty similar pool of Pokemon attackers that are going to do well against it. So this is going to make things pretty easy through this first half of the month, that we can use pretty similar Pokemon for all three of these Regis. So now for Regice, the Hundo CP you're going to want to look out for in non-boosted conditions is 1784, and then 2230 in snow boosted conditions. So again, same thing. I don't know who's having snow on the globe right now. If you are, let me know. I'm jealous. So just like we covered previously, you're going to want to use a Mega Charizard Y for the #1 attacker, or a Mega Charizard X. Both will do really well against Regice. And the moves are going to be Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Additionally, Reshiram, again, will do very well against this Pokemon with Fire Fang and Overheat. Chandelure will also work really well against Regice, not quite as well as it does against Registeel, but one to consider nonetheless if you've already got it powered up for Registeel. Again, make sure it has fire type moves, not ghost type. Additionally, you can also use the same fire type Pokemon that we already discussed, like Moltres, Darmanitan, Mega Houndoom, or regular Houndoom if you have it. Now, beyond fire type Pokemon, Metagross is going to be your best bet for non-fire type attackers. And you're going to want to make sure it has moves like Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash, so our steel type moves. Also consider Conkeldurr as your fighting type, again with Counter and Dynamic Punch. You can also bring in Pokemon like Machamp, Shadow Machamp, or Lucario as fighting types with Counter and then either Dynamic Punch or Aura Sphere. And again, one more time, just make sure that if you don't have a lot of these big beefy Pokemon, you are just simply choosing Pokemon whose movesets are going to do well against the ice type Pokemon. Now, for all of these raid bosses, you're going to want to have a pretty decent team size. If you're a lower level trainer, you're going to want to try to find a lobby that has at least 5 players, especially if the other players in that lobby are also low level trainers. Now, if you and the people you are raiding with are higher level trainers, especially if you're already all the way up to level 50, you will not require as many trainers, but to make it easy and to earn even more Pokeballs to throw at it, you're going to want to have a minimum of 4 trainers in that lobby and make sure they are higher levels. So that is going to do it for today's first half of June Regi Trio raid guide. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, let me know with a like or a comment. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you enjoy Pokemon Go and you want to see more update, tutorial, and event videos such as this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button. As always, I thank you all so much for being here and for watching, especially if you made it all the way here to the end. We've got a lot more videos for you coming. It's going to be a busy month, so I'll be seeing you super soon, and I'm very excited about it. So have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.